Welcome everybody to Clark Keenan's Corner, where I'll be going over certain reviews on new games, old games, walkthroughs, and tips on how to go and perform well with certain new heroes and the heroes that came before on Marvel Rivals. Again, what better way to start off these reviews and the new season 3 of Marvel Rivals with the new hero herself, Angela. As you've seen in the trailers, she is a vanguard to the game, which we have three classes with strategy, strategist, DPS duelist, and vanguards, the most hated role of them all. Hopefully, she kind of shakes up the new meta and the things around. But we'll be going over the basics with her. This won't be an extensive review or in depth. There's no Angela Tech. Just recovering the basics on how she operates, you know. So again, if you want to know how to perform with her regularly, this no pro tips. It's just regular, basic, casual Clark tips that you can kind of help you go through the basics of the game. You're just getting off work. You're not trying to be too sweaty. You just want to know how to play the god well, because the hero well, because you're curious. I'll be kind of going over the basics, the ins and outs of them. Nothing extensive. I'll say that for another review down the line. So first thing I want to go over Angela is her basics. Again, this is the basic review. What better way to go and start off with just her regular basics? So with Angela, has a large range, like a long range. She can hit you from here. If you can't see how far that is, if you see where I'm standing from her, she's still in hit range. 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 You know? So that speaks a lot about how dangerous she can be. You don't have to be all up on the competition to kind of destroy them. Her base is very strong. She just keep poking at you. I am going to go over a certain thing with your certain combo. I'm gonna show you. Certain people have certain auto cancels out of their bases that they can do. So I will kind of show you that to kind of maximize the performance of her with just casual play. As you can see under the aim reticle, you see there's somewhat of a meter. This meter only builds up when you're flying. It does not build up when you're idle. So that lets you know that they want you to move around with Angela. And when she gets full meter, as you've seen off that first basic attack, she knocks you far back away from with it. And after that, she starts poking. You get the gist, you know. Another thing I kind of want to go over, let me show you again. You know, remember that what I was telling you about? So if you press R3 sometimes with different characters come with a different basic. So you can auto cancel. If you played MOBAs before, you kind of auto cancel. So you want to press the R3 first, and it leads to a quick hit. And now, you know, you're kind of taking out people a little bit faster. Certain people do a different swing when you get close to them. It's good for magic, where you can kind of get that extra, so you're not just doing this. Don't feel like you're doing nothing. This is way faster to kind of. So a quick little R3 click, followed by R2 right behind it. You know, if you play fighting games, then you can get this motion real quick. So just a quick little tip. I haven't seen anybody do that show people the basics. A regular basic attack with just the heroes, and people can deliver quicker strikes just by the R3 R2 combination if you're not a shooter, or if their basics don't do the same thing. I might need to go over that. I might need to check that out though. That leads to something to look out for. If that leads for another hit, or people that also has the same combo hit chain with their R3. But as you can see, this is a different swing with her, and she can deliver 2 quick hits alone just by this. All right, so we're gonna kind of she can fly with it, and she can propel you. out of there, but it's just a strong hit that's going to knock you back. So leading into that, I kind of want to go over her R1 already. It's a quick little dash, and she takes you out of position. She can possibly push you off the ledge. If you have, it's a meter that's led by on the side, kind of like the Magneto meter, and it builds up over time. This meter builds up when you're even when you're idle. Again, a basic attack don't build up unless you're not idle. This one builds up even when you're not moving at all. So what you want to do is take some people out and knock them back even further. Scary, that's a scary thing alone when you can't control where you're going. Only person that doesn't work on because of their passive. A lot of people ignore passives on here. Passives are a real thing. What you don't want to do is go behind Thing and you try to take Thing out of place. It's not gonna work. He can't be moved. Don't go behind Thing and hit him with that ability. You're gonna be mad, and your team's gonna be mad at you. Don't be that guy. So, so her passive is that she glides freely through there, continues flight, builds attack charge. Again, I told you about the attack charge. Can't be idle. It builds up. So her R2, just simple displacement. You want to work on. You kind of want to work on using it to kind of get the best of it, because you can and you will miss it. You can and you will miss it. There will be a lot of times where you miss it. So again, go to the range first. It's okay to practice on these heroes first before you go out into the game and then your team argues at you because this is your first time. So at least know what you're doing when you get in these games. Go to the range, practice the heroes, and everything's gonna be all right. Again, this is casual play. A lot of y'all don't take it serious enough. Even with casual play, it's still not fun to lose. Let's kind of get that out there already. All right. So next I want to kind of continue on is with her L2 ability. This is, you don't have to read the descriptions. It's a simple block. It's like Cap's block. She can move around with it. Think of Angela as a Cap and a Thor combination that flies. The shield is about the same as Cap's. I believe maybe 50 HP more, give or take. I can't necessarily remember Cap's shield. If you know, drop a comment down, kind of correct me. I'm not a fool to criticism. I will not go crazy off of criticism. Now, if you're being nasty, that's another comment. But she typical block mechanic. So you block it, so it's depleted. Takes a couple of hits. If it's Squirrel Girl, it take her about 6 hits. But this meter builds up maybe for like 10 seconds and it's back at full charge. I say at full charge because you can bring it back up in almost any time as long as you have a meter. But if it's completely depleted, it'll take about 10 seconds for it to completely fill back up. And it's on a 2-second cooldown, so once you use it and you well, it was on the okay, never mind, I got cooldowns off, sorry. It is on a 2-second cooldown, so once you use it and you put the shield back up, it's a quick little 2 seconds, come back out with it. The best thing to do with this shield is to swoop in, put your shield down, and dive on it. That will save you from getting blown up on the spot if you're not flanking behind them, trying to lead in. That might be somebody to see you, like a Scarlet. For some reason, Scarlets are always watching behind them. Maybe because it's the paranoia from the Spider-Mans that and Black Panthers that kind of go around. But if they got their head on the swivel, go in with the shield first, and then then you swoop in on them. Best thing I also would say is when you're coming in with this, already be. It's going to hold on to them as long as you don't press R1 again. It's going to continue to fly with them. It's not going to cancel once you let go R1. That is a mechanic that you can switch with her, but I would prefer to keep it on. Therefore, when you take them, you automatically hold an R2 to get that hit off when she does let go. Trust me, it helps out a lot. So as soon as you take off with them, be holding R2 so you can get that basic attack off. I missed it, but you get what I'm saying. You know, a second ability. So Angela by default doesn't touch the ground at all. As you can see, she's in constant flight. Unless, and this is where her L1 ability comes in. A lot of people like to call it 2 if you're on PC, or maybe this is just mobile talk. But we want to go for her L1, which she drops straight down to the ground. Her feathers do damage over time. She pulls out the axes, and she's, you know, she's earthbound. You know, she stays with the axes out unless you take to the skies again. She could not use her R1 in this ability. I wish they would change that. That would be a nice addition for maybe a run charge and to take them off their feet. It'd be kind of scary, but maybe a lot of people won't start flying in unless they see flyers. I don't know. Different mechanics for people to get down, but you know, she'll keep the axes out. You can't use your R1, but you can block. So she can walk up on people and go ahead and finish them off. She's not as fast, so it's like a nice little tiptoe up to her. You know, so if you stalking maybe one of the backline people, you know, they're not paying attention, come behind them, destroy them. Unless you take a flight again. They really showed what you can do with Adam Warlock with Angela, because this clearly should have been the Adam Warlock type of mechanic where he flies and heals at a nice little speed, but I guess that takes away from what Ultron can do. And then this is just annoying to deal with as a flyer, as a healer, to constantly have to take them down at this type of speed. So I get you. I'm with you, Marvel Rivals or NetEase Studios. So the last thing I kind of want to go over with Angela is her ult. And man, is it nice if you know what you're doing. I'ma just show you. You can leap in, do additional damage. She pulls out the axis already. Again, she's already in her, like when you press L1, she automatically goes to the ground. So, the beauty in that is your L1 is not activated. So let me show you. This is not, it's a strong team wipe. I ain't saying it's going to guarantee a team wipe, but if you do this properly, it can take out enough people. Especially if you flank behind them, they can hear you flying. If you pay attention, you can hear even flyers get close. A lot of people don't use their mics or anything to hear Iron Man creeping up behind you and using his jets. Listen, people. Listen to the footsteps. Listen, people. So, you want to leap in, take back up to the sky, drop down, and you get double the effect from the feathers. So it's stacking on top. The feathers stack on top of each other, and you're doing an additional dot damage. Damage over time. Dot for the people that play MOBAs or are familiar with that talk. Again, want to throw it, leap in, drop back down. And what I want to show you is those poles. What you see is this pole right here. This pole pulls them. I didn't know that until I faced off with one. But this pole pulls them, and it doesn't allow them to, you see it hanging on to them? It doesn't allow them to leave that area unless you destroy this pole. Again, I know a lot of people don't like the attack objectives on here, like the penny nest, like the rocket raccoon. I know a lot of y'all don't like to attack those. Please attack them. Help your team out. Help get rid of that strong rocket raccoon ult Help them get rid of them strong penny nests, which I see divers trying to attack the penny nest, and you can't get to it with a regular shooter. A good penny knows how to hide her nest. Get a flyer to destroy the penny nest. Iron Man is perfect for getting rid of penny nests. Also, Johnny Storm. Just lay down your flames and press triangle. They're great for getting rid of penny nests. You see a penny, pick a flyer. Do not try to dive in, and you have those strategists sitting inside the nest with multiple mines laying in there. Don't be that person. Attack the pole, attack the nest, attack the rocket raccoon. Oh, that simple. Yes, you're going to take damage to that. If you're low, you're probably going to die in that ult. But help your team out, especially if she catch 3 or 4 of y'all in there. You attack it together, it'll be no problem for y'all to get rid of this thing. If she does that, good luck surviving. But I do kind of want to go over that. She's great. I haven't seen too many great Angelas, but I do like what she brings to the game. She's a threat to the Flyers. She's a different type of Vanguard. Kind of adds thrill to the Vanguard. I see people picking 2 tanks now, unless they do terrible with her, which they, more times than not, I've seen people switch out of Angela. That doesn't make her a terrible hero. That just means that people need more practice in using her, because she is a great tool of getting people out of position, not causing people to group up, kind of keep their space away from each other. And if they space each other self away from each other, she's a nightmare stalking them. So Angela is a great addition to the game. I'm looking forward to using her more. They'll come with more tips on how to use her in game and show y'all more in-game stuff, how she performs, possibly try to get an MVP for y'all so y'all can see her at peak form. And again, this is just for the casuals. Pros, stay out of this. This is another Clark Keenan's Corner review and a casual Clark review. Again, I thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, you enjoyed the content, I'll be coming with a lot more of these, with basic guides for the other heroes. I'll be going in alphabetical order, and more extensive videos on how to use these heroes in actual game, in extended reviews and guide. So if you like the content, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the page. I will be posting this on a new page as well, so if you can help me out with that, it'd be Clark Keenan's Corner for the moment, and I'll be posting on both pages. So again, help me out, get my likes up, get my subscriptions up, save it for your tips, and give me some feedback in the comments. I love feedback. I'm not afraid of them. Again, I take criticism, as long as you're not being a butthole about it. I hope I can say that. But as long as you're not being rude about it, then I'll even respond. And I appreciate the tips that I also get back and include inside these videos. So again, thank you for joining Clark Keenan's Corner, and you have a blessed day.
At last, our enemies show themselves!